Hi everyone, it's Holly from Suave Knits, and today I'm bringing you my first video in my gift guide series. So this series I'm kind of focusing on kind of what gifts you could give or make during this holiday season. A lot of the patterns and the kits and the products that I am looking at in this series do not look like they are Christmas related at all. I kind of wanted this gift guide series to be like multi-purpose, like if you give this gift to somebody, like they can use it like all winter instead of just like around Christmas. So for this series, I am focusing a lot more on kits and finished products, mainly focusing on products you can buy. And really the focus for the kits is like, yes, something that you could order the kit for and make for somebody, but also I think now is like a great time to like try to get your friends into knitting. So like purchasing a beginner knitting or crochet kit I think is like a lot of fun to like encourage people to take up a new amazing craft. So those kits are a little bit more reflective of kind of that goal. So before I bore you with all of my talking, why don't we get looking at some knitted kits? I'm really excited. The theme for today is just knitted kits, which is obviously a very broad topic. I didn't really give myself any direction. It would have been a lot easier to pick like my top 5 knitted kits for sweaters or something, but I decided to go a different route and just kind of pick a random assortment of different objects that I would love to give to my friends, kind of ranging in size. So you might have, something small like socks or a hat, or something big like a blanket or a sweater. So that's all kind of covered in this video today. Obviously, since I'm doing a lot of different types of objects, there aren't many kits per category. So I really tried to only do one per category. So hopefully this video can kind of be a jumping off point. If you liked a designer or you liked the idea of one of these kits, you could obviously use that as a starting point to do your own research on what you would want or what your friends would want. So with that being said, let's dive in and do some kits today. Okay, so the first kit I have on my little list is actually this little cactus kit. I'm not normally a fan of these like little tiny things because it's like, oh my gosh, that's so much work to put into something so small, but these are adorable. And as somebody who has 3 sets of, I guess not 3 sets total, I have 2 sets of 3 cacti, like live ones in my apartment, and then I have a set of 3 fake succulents. So I'm a big fan of this little like setup of having 3 little potted things in a row, since I have 3 sets in my tiny apartment. And I love the idea of the knitted piece of it, like, and with the little flowers and stuff, it's just like so cute, and I feel like it would be just a little fun gift to give to a friend. And that's kind of the goal of this series is like, would this make a cute little gift? Yeah, my friends would love this because it's just adorable. And it looks like it's super easy to make too, which I really like. Okay, so this next little kit is a scrappy sock knitting kit. Now, first of all, I should say I've made 2 pairs of socks in my life, and I don't think I'll ever do it again. It would have to be like a knock your socks off kind of pattern, you know what I'm saying? Socks are not my thing because once I finish the first one, I'm like, cool, that was fun. I'm not going to do that again. So the second sock is like way too hard for me, but I really like that the vibe of these socks is that they're not actually supposed to match. I feel like that would actually keep me engaged enough to finish this project. And I just love the idea of like using the scraps to make something beautiful. And because it's a kit, it comes with like everything you already need. So you don't have to save up all of your scraps over time. It's already in the kit. So that's why I love this product, even though I'm not a big socks kind of gal. I think that's just a lot of fun, and they're making great use of this yarn that they have, and I love it. So let's see if they have needles included. I feel like that's a big deal to me, even though I have like all the needle sizes I could possibly need. I'm like, but does it have needles? Let's see. I really should put my glasses on for this part. I'm like not really reading this. Okay, here we go. The sock yarn, set of double-ended needles in size 2.5 millimeter. Would you look at that, folks? They have needles. That feels like the biggest deal to me. Again, no clue why. Okay, so I wanted to do a little knitted bag. So I went over to Lion Brand's website because they do amazing kits. And look at how cute this bag is. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. Oh my gosh. I love that with the little tie too. It's just super cute. And I know it's kind of summery, and maybe just because it's photographed in the summer that I'm saying that. It is a little summery, but I don't think that your gift has to necessarily be like screaming Christmas or screaming winter to be a good gift. I mean, I would love to get this from one of my friends for Christmas. I mean, this is just adorable. And of course, since it's from Lion Brand, you can get the needles, but it looks like they're currently out of stock. But, you know, since needles are so important for the kit. But, you know, while we're on Lion Brand's website, I thought, maybe I should do some self-promotion. Have you guys seen my kit on Lion Brand's website? This is my Bubble Trouble throw, and it's made with that Woolies Wow yarn, so it's like super duper thick yarn. Like, it's very thick. And unfortunately, this one actually does not come with the needles because the needles are huge on this one. Gosh, I forgot what size they were. I think it was like size 35, which is 19 millimeters. And I actually, when I started making this pattern, bought size 19, like US size 19 instead of 19 millimeter size. So I knit like over half the blanket in the wrong size needles, and then I had to go back and redo it, and it was so stressful because I had like a deadline to meet on this. But this is also a great kit for the holidays. Of course, promoting my own kit here, but I had a lot of fun making it, and you can actually change the color that you want. And I know I said, oh, I don't want this to be like a Christmassy video or whatever. Look at those colors. That would just be gorgeous as like a little Christmas throw. But then also if you're like, no, I don't want Christmas theme, that would be a great color scheme. I mean, I love that you can just change the color on their site. But anyway, this was actually not supposed to be part of the video, but I decided to throw it in anyway and do a little self-promo. So let me switch over and show you the blanket kit that I actually prepared for the video. Okay, so this is the kit that I actually picked out for this video, not my own. Oh, look, they have a little video. That's cute. It's not holding my attention though. I think I'm just gonna have to skip. So I guess this comes with a few different colors, and you get to pick from, where is it? Probably at the end where you get to pick. And my computer is not gonna load it. Here we go. So you can pick 3 colors. Ooh, I would definitely do these 2 and like one other. Maybe like these 3, the terracotta, petrol blue, and ocean blue. Oh. Or if I wanted it to be a little bit more beachy, like these 3, or even like those 3, or even like those 3. I'm sure you can sense a theme. I just like number 10 the best. But I think this would be a great, like, even beginner kit if you wanted to buy a kit for a friend to learn how to knit, because it comes with the needles. There we go. You can choose the size. I mean, if your friend's the type to be overwhelmed by a big project, get the smaller size. Also, maybe do a scarf kit if that's the case. But I do feel like a blanket like this would be perfect for a beginner, and perfect if you were trying to get your friends into knitting, which I have not had much success with yet, but who knows, maybe this year. Okay, so one thing before we move on to the next product, I actually put in my notes that this was a great shop, and I actually went back and I was like, wait a minute, let's look at her shop, since I clearly liked it while I was looking at things. I think I liked it because she has so many kits, and I think they're all really good for beginners, or at least most of them. So I think this would be a great shop if you wanted a jumping off point to kind of look for other things. And also, while we're here, I do really want to look at her tote bags. Um, Gosh, I am a sucker for tote bags. Oh my gosh, a set of 3, please. Maybe I will save this for later and kind of maybe buy it. Oh my gosh, she has 12 designs. Stop, my computer won't load. This is such a tease. My computer's just overloaded by all the Etsy tabs I have open right now. Please, please let me click. Okay, what do we have here? Turning strings into pretty things. Ah, stop. That is too cute. Oh my gosh, just one more row. I'm skipping over the ones that don't apply to me. Definitely not a mom yet. I just want to stay home and craft, and that's what I do. A gift just for you. Be happy. What is this? Everything happens for a reason. Yes. I don't vibe with that one as much, but I definitely like this turning strings into pretty things. Girls just want to have fun. Be patient. All very cute. I really like the knitting related ones though. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so her shop looks super cute. I just wanted to pop in and show that off before we move on to the next product. So the next kit I have for you guys is a beginner pillow, and it's from Wool Couture Company, so not a small company. And I talked about their kits a lot in my countdown to Christmas video. They have so many kits and they are so cute. Probably every kit video I have has at least one Wool Couture Company kit. And sorry, let me be flipping through these pictures while I'm talking. They just have so many great kits, and like obviously one of the big motivators for this video series was to highlight smaller brands. And they're not a small brand, but I feel like their products look so cool that it's hard for me to like not talk about them. Because I would love to use their yarn someday in the future. I just like haven't really had a lot of time for it recently. I talked about it a lot in my Christmas video. I had like a cart full of their yarn and I was gonna buy it, and then it just never happened. But I love their kits. Like, they're just so cute. And I love these pillows. And I also love that you can kind of choose any colors that you want. Okay, so I wanted to do kind of a beginner hat. And I found this, which I think is super cute. It's hand-dyed yarn. Comes with, wait for it, the needles. And there's also a ton of different colors that you can get it in. I know this listing is specifically for the gray, but on her page you can see she has like a ton of different colors, and also has super cute little pumpkin ones and just a lot of fun stuff. I'm guessing that the seller does yarn and also kind of makes kits with her own yarn, which I think is super cool. So yeah, I like these beanies because they're kind of simple. So I don't necessarily think of a hat as something that's super beginner friendly, but I think a hat like this has the potential to be. And I mean, I guess now as a more advanced knitter, I do prefer knitting in the round, but I always think more of like scarves or blankets or something just knit flat and very simple is like the best project for a new knitter. But this kind of makes it feel like it could have potential to be like a first project for someone, and that's kind of why I included it on this list. Okay, so I totally forgot I had another Lion Brand kit on here, and it is this knitted scarf. And let me see, is that the same? Oh, there we go. There's 3 photos. And I love that it has those little pockets. And I also love that it's Wool-Ease Thick and Quick, because I feel like, I don't know, I'm just such a super bulky girl. Like I have a hard time doing that like extra jumbo yarn, like the yarn that was in my kit. it's almost too big, but I feel like bulky and super bulky is kind of more my speed. But anyway, I'm a sucker for a scarf that you can just get lost in, and I feel like that's this scarf. And I don't know if it says on here. Why does this say crochet? This is a knit, right? It talks all about her crocheting, but it definitely has like knitting needles, so I'll take their word for it. And it does look knitted, right? Yeah, yeah, that looks knitted for sure. It kind of I'm trying to I feel like that looks pretty standard, like it wouldn't be too difficult to make that. It almost looks like a like moss stitch, knit stitch, pearl stitch. I'm not going to speculate here, but I'm trying to suss out if this is good for a beginner or not. I don't know if it would be like a kit that I purchase for a friend to get them to start knitting, but it would definitely be a kit that I would purchase like to make my friends a scarf, if that makes sense. So I love this kit, and what color would I make it in? Oh my gosh. That's the other thing. I love that they have so many colors. I have like all of their pastels like in my knitting bin already. Black walnut, that's a good color. I wonder if this would look good in like their variegated yarn, because I really like their new I don't know how new it is. I don't know why I'm saying new seashell color. The seashell color is just so pretty, and I've been looking for a project to use it in. I don't know why I clicked this, and it's taking like 10 years to load because my computer hates me today. Okay, get off. Okay, we're just going to exit off of that. Nope, there it is. Maybe it will load. Well, the point is, oh, here we go. Kind of. Oh my gosh, this is really creeping today. The light pink and kind of like that green, like seafoam green color. I just like love it so much. It's really pretty, and dare I test my luck and click another picture? That doesn't even show the color. Ugh, nice try. Here's the ball, I guess. But yeah, I think, I don't know, I think I'd want to make a sweater out of that. I don't know if I'd want to make like a full-on scarf. Where like, if the scarf's key feature is the texture, I don't necessarily want that to get hidden with like a multicolored yarn. I might want to highlight the texture with kind of like a solid tone, if that makes sense. But before you hear me drone on and on about yarn colors, blah, 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 why don't we switch over to my last kit for you all, which is a sweater kit. And this one is from Etsy. I wanted to go for like a more beginner sweater, because I feel like with a sweater, it's just a very intimate like choice in what you're making, and a lot of time and effort goes into picking a sweater. So I felt like if you're a more advanced knitter, you would probably be less likely to buy a kit. But if you're more of a beginner, maybe a kit is like more exciting for you. At least that's my take on kits. My mom has been telling me to like do kits, like make my own kits for a while. And I'm like, no, Mom, like nobody's going to buy my kitty cat sweater as a kit, like, because they're just going to want to pick their own colors and stuff. And I mean, yeah, you can pick your own colors for this, but I just feel like it's a little bit different sometimes. Like the more advanced the pattern gets, I feel like the less likely somebody's going to need everything in one place, like the yarn, the needles, the bags, all of that. Like, I think people who have been in the craft long enough to make an advanced sweater probably don't need all of the stuff to go into a sweater because they have accumulated that over time. Whereas like a beginner, where this might be like their first or second sweater, might still be missing those extra products and may want something more like guided in that way. That being said, however, I adore this sweater, and I'm trying to think what colors I would pick if I did this. I mean, definitely something in the blues, because I love blue. But I'm really feeling this granite and this hot pink and white maybe. But then I feel like I would want to do something bold and like instead of doing white here, maybe make these two be the bold colors and then this be like the light. Oh, you know what? Absolutely. I would do body cinnamon, that top part bright pink, and then for the sleeve stripes, I would either do something like white or light pink. So like can you picture that hot pink, orange, and then like just some stripes in a random color. I'm not entirely sure. I would even consider doing like hot pink, orange, and then more hot pink here. I think that would be so cute, like so bold. Oh my gosh. Um, so yeah, and also look at that. You can get the needles, people. That's huge. um, so yeah, let me switch back to my camera and talk at you a little bit more. Okay, I'm back. And before I close out this video, I feel like I need to address the elephant in the room. I did not make this sweater, and I especially did not make this sweater with that yarn. When I sat it out for this video, like as a cute little backdrop and sat down, I was like, ooh, I'm a little matchy, like, ooh. But what you can't see, like, on the camera is that these two don't actually match that well. Like my sweater is a lot more purple than this yarn, so it's like kind of extra funny to me that it's sitting out and I was like, oh my gosh, like they're all gonna think that I made this, and no, I just bought it at like Nordstrom Rack. So please don't be thinking that I made this sweater and I'm trying to show it off. That's all. So I just wanted to thank you all for watching my first gift guide video. Next week I'm planning on doing a crochet kits video. After the crochet kits video, I'm planning on doing like a joint knit and crochet kit video, all focused on stuffed animals. So that's why there were no stuffed animals in today's video, because I felt like that category deserved kind of its own shout out, because there are just so many kits focused on like little stuffed toys, and they're adorable and perfect for Christmas. So that will be that video, and then I'm gonna be transitioning into more of those like finished products. So if you have any specific type of item that you're like really excited for, please let me know, because I haven't filmed those yet. I'm kind of leaning towards doing stuffed animals because I feel like even as an adult, like if my friends got me a handmade stuffed animal, I would absolutely adore it. But also I'm like a big kid at heart, and that's why I'm gonna be a pediatrician. So maybe I'm unique in that sense, but they'd also be perfect for, you know, children if you're purchasing stuffed animals for kids. So I was thinking about doing a video on that, but if there's not a ton of interest, I can definitely like switch gears and choose a different set of products. But just kind of being mindful, I'm planning on posting that video in early December, so it will have to be something that has like a 2-week turnaround time for processing, and really I can't think of any like handmade goods that are bigger that would have that quick of a turnaround time. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. I've been having a lot of fun doing this video series, and it's been great to be able to look at like what other makers are doing. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe, because it definitely helps out my channel. And I will hopefully see you during my next video, which will be posted on Saturday. So I will see you then. Bye.